Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. So we've got a good market to look at today, a lot going on, a lot in terms of Phantom, Matic, Bitcoin, of course, and some wider altcoins. So please enter the room, hit the like button on your way in, grab your favorite coffee or drink, non-alcoholic, of course, and let's analyze your favorite cryptos. We've got SHIB slightly to the downside here, 12.93%. Is this a consolidation? Can it continue higher? We'll take a look. What's going on with Phantom? What was the announcement? We'll be covering that in this stream too. And Bitcoin, are we heading lower? Are we heading higher? What is going on with Bitcoin? Bartek, how are we doing? Good to see you back in the room. Ian Medford, Lenko, thank you for joining. Let's get started. Let me share my screen. And as you can see, obviously I'm just sharing at the Shiba chart because, what other way is there to start than to look at the Shiba chart? And we can see here, we've kind of created a bit of a continuation pattern. And looks like we're breaking to the downside, although we don't know because we're just green candlesticking now. We'll come back and check on this a little bit later on. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So if you've watched my video from earlier in the day, you'll see that pretty much now the head and shoulders pattern, which I mentioned, has become invalidated. So you remember on this chart, we had this head and shoulders pattern with a price target to the downside of 53. We managed to catch some resistance here, some support, here at this key level. And we've managed to ride back up above the neckline. Okay, so the fact that we've now headed back up the neckline technically means we've invalidated the pattern. For a further confident invalidation of the pattern, I want to rise above this right shoulder. Okay, so you can open up, I've opened up a small trade here to take me up to the right shoulder if we get that, and then beyond to the head. And then your longer price target then sits at the top of the wedge. And if I head over to my other chart, we'll be able to see this a bit more clearly. Let's head over into a 4-hourly. And you can see we're in this channel. In fact, even an hourly chart, we can see this. We're in this blue channel now. And you can see this is a downward wedge. And we could potentially get a break to the upside. So if you imagine this pattern here, if we could break it to the upside, then your technical pattern sits at the top here of 67,000, right? Which was our previous highs. So that's very interesting. And we're creating, more importantly, this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So within this channel, we've got this inverse head and shoulders pattern. So even if we get rejected here from the neckline down, we'll just be fulfilling that pattern. And then we can break to the upside and meet our price target on Bitcoin. Alex, welcome in. Yes, we're going to cover what Phantom said and what that means. Viper says FTM just killed itself. Payment says hi, Jazz. We're going to cover it off, guys. We're going to cover it off. Don't you worry. Everybody in this room, please hit up the like button, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's happening with Phantom. There's 11 of you in this room, 5 likes. Let's at least get up to 10 likes, and then let's get straight into what's going on with Phantom, because I'm going to explain exactly what's happened. I'm going to explain what they announced and whether the community is a little bit let down and what this means from here. What else have we got? We've got, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Always good to keep an eye on the dominance. And you can see we've kind of bottomed out at 44. Bitcoin's gained a little bit of strength as it's recovered. And it's kind of just sitting here at 45. It's just chilling there. Let's look at Total 2. Total 2, nice recovery. Similar pattern, just trying to pump to the upside on Total 2. Still sitting at 1.4 trillion in the market. Let's look at fear and greed. That's exactly as I said to you guys. If you're on the stream yesterday, we said, look, this was at one point sitting at 84. I mentioned to you how that was crazy. Yesterday came in at 76, and I knew today would be in, I said 68, 67, but it's 66 because now the fear is getting dumped out of the market, right? People are starting to sober up a little bit and realize that the market can rotate just as easily out. It's straight up. Okay, guys, you guys just want to look straight at FTM. Let's do that, guys. And let's take a look at Phantom. And there we go. This is what we got on Phantom, guys. It went all the way up to this point here at $3.41. And it's just gone. Pew! And guys, you cannot say I didn't warn you about this. This is exactly what happens when you have an event. Go to all my videos last week, literally every single video last week, and I was getting stick for it in the comments. I was saying, please, please, please be careful trading Phantom on the short term, because you're going to get buy the rumor, sell the news. Comment in the chat, guys, if you remember me saying that. Because I said that plenty. I was getting a lot of stick from the pump boys, who we had to, kick off the chat. Because they were saying, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Phantom going to the moon. Yeah, I've heard it all before. I've been here for many coins before Phantom, and I'll be here for many coins after Phantom's move as well. So the reality is every coin can retrace. Every coin, even bigger projects than Phantom, has buy the rumor, sell the news. We saw it with Cardano just a few months ago. I mentioned it here. We spoke about it. And so this is nothing new. Right? I'm not a rocket scientist for pointing out that you're going to get buy the rumor, sell the news. It's obvious. And the only people that are blind to it are those who want to trade and FOMO in. And we don't want to do that. If you're holding this for the long term like I am, you're not bothered by this at all. It doesn't affect your day at all. If anything, look at the daily chart. How does that bother you? It doesn't. It's a green day still, right? But in that wick, you can see that is the buy the rumor, sell the news, right? That's the profit taking from the event. Now, like I said, the only way to prevent buy the rumor, sell the news, where you get buy the rumor and buy the news, is when the team announce something phenomenal, okay? And I think the announcement by Phantom has kind of put everybody a little bit confused right now, okay? They've got people a little bit confused. And the reason for that is going into this, and even in my video this morning, we were hoping that Phantom would announce a partnership with an exchange, right? But the kind of partnership we were expecting was you be listed on Binance.us, or you be listed on Coinbase or something else. And that's what we were expecting. But we didn't get that. Instead, what we got was this, right? We got that Phantom was announcing a cloud partnership with Binance Cloud. And all this means is they're going to build their own centralized exchange using the Binance infrastructure. And they would be able to use Binance's liquidity, Binance's security, but they can have their own independence. And all this means is, and I think it's a good thing, it's not a bad thing, it's just kind of fallen a little bit flat because it's not what the market was expected. And when you hype something up so much, like Harry and his team did, then you're bound to get a little bit of a calling off when they realize, hang on, this isn't that exciting. But it is good. And when things mellow down over the next few days, we'll understand that this was a good move, because now you can trade Phantom pairs. You can trade Spooky Swap, Scream Finance, T-Shares, along with the Phantom pair on a centralized exchange. And I know a lot of you guys who are in this chat have been in crypto for a while. And so, you guys understand that buying crypto using a MetaMask wallet and a decentralized exchange is something you're able to do. But a lot of people don't, right? They don't know how to do that. They want to buy with fiat currency and on-ramp through a centralized exchange. So it will bring new people into the Phantom ecosystem without having to use Opera. And that's really important here for Phantom in the long run. But in the short run, you can see why this is the case. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if it came down a bit further. Don't say I told you so, but it could come down a bit further. So we'll have to watch out for that. So that's why please be careful with your short-term trades. Our next level of major support isn't until $2.45 and then $2.37. And if it broke below that, $1.90, right? So those are your levels of support to the downside. If you're willing to ride it, make sure you're comfortable holding it at these levels. If we pull out the EMA ribbon, you can see we're barely affected, guys. We've not even come back to test the EMA ribbon. You can see my support line here at $2.40, $2.45 matches perfectly with the start of the EMA ribbon. And you can see that this one here at $1.94 really starts to test the EMA ribbon. So either one of these would be a fine test before heading back up. There's been a lot of hype here in the conference and the lead up to the conference. So naturally, we could be expecting a little bit of a call up before heading up for another run. But for those of you guys who are feeling a little bit down about Phantom and are not too sure about whether this is a high conviction play for you, stay tuned for a video which I'm going to post later on today, because I'm going to share with you why I'm so bullish Phantom. And my price targets are going to shock you, by the way, guys. So here we had, my first price target was $3.04. We hit it. My next price target then sat at my Fibonacci level, which if I show you that swing low to swing high, I have almost a $4 Phantom, fine. But I'm going to show you some targets which are going to blow your mind. And I give the I back it up into why I'm going to do it. So if there's one Phantom video you watch all of 2021, this is the one you're going to watch. Wait for that to come out. Make sure you show some support on that video. It's a different type of video where I really go into the fundamentals. It's quite complicated, but hopefully I've been able to walk you through it in a clear enough manner. And if I don't, head into my Discord and ask me questions when that video comes out, because I'll go through each and every one of the questions on there to make sure you guys are following that. Right, let's get into the chat and see what is going on. Lenko is saying, when would you buy more Phantom? Good question. So Phantom, let's take a look. Like I said, we can expect a cooling off into the ribbon area. So let's head over into the hourly chart. In fact, let's do this on the daily chart, because let's have a longer term view of this. Anywhere coming back down to $2.45 and lower, $2.45 I start nibbling, and I get more aggressive as we penetrate further down into that. That's where I'm buying Phantom personally. FTM announcement, terrible for pumpage, Alex says. Looks like there's a cup and handle. Yes, we've still got the cup and handle. You can argue there's a cup and handle, but right now, I'd expect that the market's going to call off. Let it call off. Let it do its thing. We've had there's so much hype and momentum behind Phantom. Let it kind of cool down a little bit. Let's not stress too much about it right now. Viper says Phantom just killed itself. Payman says hi. Hey, Payman. Ryan says good day, Jazz. Good day, sir. Straight up fell off a cliff. Surprised people sold under 320. People buy the rumor, sell the news. Yes, Najib, good to see you again, buddy. Thank you for joining. Looks like an M pattern. Yeah. Is the current price good to go in? I think you can get a cheaper price than this, guys. I think we can get a bit cheaper here. So I'd want to wait to see if we get a bit cheaper on these before jumping in. Any other question, guys? We've got 21 viewers here. If we can all hit that like button, I will be able to look at your favorite coins. Let's see what's happening in the market. You've got Doge and Shiba fighting in the crypto rankings. Let's go take a look at who's winning. Let's refresh a bit of coin market cap. It's the battle of the dogs, isn't it? Proper battle. Put this into perspective, guys. The volume on Bitcoin was 40 billion. And the volume on Shiba right now is 41 billion. So there's more trading happening in Shiba than there is in Bitcoin. If you add these two together, $57 billion in the last 24 hours has changed hands on these two coins. 40 plus another 38, 78 billion, is locked up in these two coins here, with arguably not too much use cases. But I don't hate on these coins. I think they are what they are. So amazing that they're fighting back and forth for market cap here. And like I said a little while ago, don't be surprised if Dogecoin runs. I've said that a few times, and I said it in a tweet. I said Dogecoin can rise like the phoenix, and that's exactly what can happen. That's just a taster. 20% up there in Doge. Doge has got its army, and they won't give up without a fight. I just think that Shiba's slightly better, just because they've actually got some use cases. So I reckon that could be the one to really get them to win. Lenko says, what's a good amount to invest into Phantom? Already have a bit. I mean, that's a personal question, Lenko. Obviously, I don't know the size of your portfolio, but something like Phantom, which is a small market cap play, small to mid market cap play, should be having a small part of your portfolio, right? It should be nowhere near the size of your Matic or your Link or your DOT or your Cardano, right? That's where I'd put it. But obviously, if you're more risk averse, then that's a personal choice, isn't it? I know some people with all of their net worth in XRP doesn't make it right. Boniface, maybe some bullish news for Phantom tomorrow, maybe, but I mean, these pumps aren't sustainable, right? So I'm happy for it to call off. If anything, let it call off. Let's buy some dips and then give it a couple of weeks. Let another coin have the limelight for a little bit, and then Phantom will come back. I'm not bothered by that. Hey guys, everybody, please do smash up that like button. Let's smash up that like button. Now, just as a notice, guys, you can, if you haven't seen these already, you can check out the links in my description because we've got some special offers for you guys if you wanted to sign up to any of these exchanges. So if you deposit 50 euros or equivalent in your currency or crypto into Swissborg app, which is a really nice app for you to buy cryptocurrencies. I use it here in the UK. It's super easy. You just have to deposit it and you will get a scratch card with a ticket worth up to 100 euros, guys. So you can do that and then you can even withdraw your deposit afterwards. If you want to sign up for BlockFi, you can also get $10 in free on BlockFi when you fund $100. So if you fund $100, you will get $10 in Bitcoin for nothing, and then you can take it all back out again. And same for Coinbase. On Coinbase, if you buy or sell $100 or more in crypto, again, you will get $10 in free Bitcoin. So if you add that all up, guys, for a couple of minutes of your time, you could be getting up to, $120, $130 quite easily there. So do go check those out, guys. And if you're not signed up to any of those apps, you should be really signed up to all of them. I'm signed up onto all of them. The more exchanges you're on, the better, because it means you can go shopping for the best rates. And as regulation changes, you're used to all the different platforms. So check those out. Link will be in the description. They're the best platforms which I use currently. So I get that question a lot in the Discord and the chats. That's what I'm using. So do go check that out. Abdullah, we covered off the price which we're going to go in. Just scroll back slightly and you can take a look. Vroom wants to look at COTI. Let's take a look at COTI then. I've got a video coming out on COTI shortly, Vroom, so make sure you smash up the like button on that. I share a new price target in that video of where I think COTI can go. But so far today, a really strong candle here, okay? COTI was one of those where the Bitcoin dump really did lead to a wick down. And if it closed down, we would have flipped bearish on the daily. But we managed to get a nice engulfing green candle. If we can finish strong like this, amazing news for COTI, and we can head higher. Okay, we've not invalidated our head and shoulder, our cup and handle just yet, but we need to start creating higher highs. We really need to get some momentum to move, because you can see here on the 4-hourly chart, we're just flipping bearish and bullish, bearish and bullish. We've not got any momentum, and we won't until we break above $59.60, okay? So COTI is going to be a very slow burner. If you're expecting something to pump quicker, you may be in the wrong coin. This is a long-term patient play on COTI, just like Cardano is. It's the baby brother of Cardano, right? Now, the other thing I wanted to look at was a few other things. So I wanted to look at this because a lot of people are talking about the Bitcoin futures expiry. Now, the way futures work, this is the CME calendar. So you can see the CME calendar, when you want to buy October contracts, future contracts, you need to buy on the 3rd of May and you can sell on the 29th of October, okay? So the last trade can be on the 29th of October and then you get settlement on the 1st. So everybody, in order to hold their Bitcoin futures position, they will have to sell the October contract and then they'll have to buy the November contract, okay? That's very important. That's what will need to happen. And remember, these Bitcoin futures ETFs, they're the ones buying these. So when you're buying into a Bitcoin futures ETF, they don't own Bitcoin, they own these contracts underneath it. Okay, and that's why we can see that the open interest of Bitcoin futures is just going up and up. And you can see here Binance is growing. You can see CME, this is the one where the futures was approved, the ETF was approved, was using these futures. You've then got FTX, you've got Bybit, and then obviously all the rest as well, all growing. A lot of people are interested in futures. So that's what we're seeing there in terms of the futures. Let's take a look at the liquidations, because we know that this was a shakeout, right? Bitcoin's trying to recover back right now, which is exciting. And we've had a bit of a shakeout. And you can see here in just 24 hours, $500 million has been wrecked. $500 million, guys, has been liquidated. And that's why I will never promote to you guys to take on leverage. Please don't take on leverage. I don't trade on leverage. You can make plenty of money and build plenty of wealth without leverage and without getting wrecked. And you can see the breakdown by each of the coins, how much people are getting wrecked. And you can see the breakdown on which platform they're getting wrecked on too. So overall, you can easily see we had this many longs getting wrecked. Total liquidations, 260 million, longs and shorts getting wrecked. And this is good. We need this shakeout in the market. And if we come back to Bitcoin, hopefully that's now shaking them out. We're now sitting at 61,400. Can we now really start heading higher and breaking out of the wedge that we created? You can just see here now, if I remove the EMA ribbon, we can just see now that we're starting to come out, trying to come out here. We wick there, just touching that the blue line there, but we really need to break out. And if we can break out from there, then we're back in the long game. Then we can start longing Bitcoin again to the top of the wedge, which takes you at oops, the top of the wedge would take you up to the 67,000 level again. Okay, so that's the level we'd want to be watching on Bitcoin. Hey guys, we've got 26 people watching now and 18 likes. Please can we smash up the like button? That would be really appreciated. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. That would be very much appreciated. So, okay, let's take a look at... We've done the Bitcoin futures. We saw the crypto fear and greed index. Let's take a look at altcoin season. And you can see alts have really started to gain some strength here. Just in the last few days, we're now sitting at 67. We're heading towards a bit of a... We're still on the edge of an altcoin season. So it just shows that Bitcoin has so much room to keep going. Let's see. Let's take a look on the month. And you can see that it is a Bitcoin month, right? On the month scale, it was definitely a Bitcoin month. Top performance over the last month, you can see it was Shiba by far, and then, FTM, and then Shiba over the last month, okay? And this is what we covered here on this channel. So massive growth by FTM, which was amazing. You've done 1,211% on your FTM and SHI, which is 1,000, and I hold both of those. So it's been quite a fun month with me, alongside Tesla and Enphase on the stock side. So it's been good. Let's take a look at Matic as well, because I've still got my trade open on Matic. Let's see what we have on Matic. Everybody, please don't forget to hit that like button. We need to smash that like button. And we got Matic up a cool 12%, and really following a nice, beautiful breakout on the cup and handle pattern. If we zoom out on the daily chart, we can't even see. I mean, that was the remnants of the Bitcoin dump, but Matic just took it in its stride, right? And that's the key here. We want to look for which altcoin shrugged off this dump, because they're the ones with the best momentum right now. And Matic was clearly one of them. This is a beautiful breakout now. My trade is nicely in the profits already. And we got a long way to go to our price target, sitting at $2.80. Okay, so we'll be watching out closely for Matic to see how we do. Just already here on Matic, 14% up on my trade, taking it from the neckline. And then I'll scale this position up as the breakout confirms itself further up. Okay, guys? So that's what we're doing on Matic. Just want to go back to COTI as well, because I know some people missed COTI. We're up 18% today on COTI, guys. It's having a bit of a movement. It's sitting at 55. Really strong daily candle, but we need more. We need a couple of days in a row to get out of this rut. We need to be rid of this whole space here. We need to get away from this buy zone and really push beyond the 59 mark. Until we get beyond the 59 mark, we can't get the energy to break 66 and then head higher. Okay, but my price targets remain for COTI. Check out my video coming out later on Algorand and COTI, because I do share my new price targets on those. You won't want to miss that one. And I'll let you know what the long-term price target is for each of those coins. Lenko, what's my price prediction on Cardano? Cardano's a super long-term hold for me, so I don't have like any short-term price targets. I know comfortably it'll get to $10, right? It'll get to $10 very soon. If Bitcoin's going to triple, Cardano will get to $10. So if we see 150k Bitcoin like we're expecting, Cardano will get to $10. But Cardano behaves in its own way, right? We're up 5% today, but you can see, like, look how this is technically, you know, the dump made it look like we were breaking down from this triangle, which technically we did, and you would have met your technical target on the bottom of this triangle. But hopefully we can now get some strength to build back up on Cardano. Sitting at $2.13, people are just buying the dip right now, which is why it's up today. But it's not had an upwards move per se. Ejabina, Phantom or COTI, what do you recommend? I think that's the wrong question. I think when you're building out a portfolio, and if you're new to crypto, check out my video, Ijazawan Crypto Portfolio, and I'll put it in the chat actually so you guys can see it. Put that in the chat so you can watch it. But when you're new to crypto and you're building out a portfolio, you want to have exposure to different narratives. Okay, so yes, we know that the layer one space is hot right now, which is why Phantom's doing well. But at some point, the payment space is going to be hot, right? And that's when COTI is going to be doing well. So you don't want to be zigzagging between all of these. You want to build a sustainable portfolio across all your favorite narratives. Ryan, what do you think of Stereo? I'm bullish. I like the project. I wish I had some more of it. Maurice, love your channel. What do you think of ChainX PCX? Never heard of it. We'll take a look at it. Maurice, ChainX PCX. There we go. We'll take a look at that. So I've put that link to the altcoin portfolio video. Anybody who's not watched that, you've got to watch that, guys. Very, very important. I've put it all in chapters so you can flick for it quite quickly. Maurice, thank you. You are in my top 3 YouTube channels. I really appreciate that, Maurice. Thank you so much for that. Everybody watching this, please do hit the like button, guys. I'd really appreciate if you could hit the like button. Don't forget to head into the description for your signups to your different crypto platforms. Really important that you get set up on the right platforms. Get your charts on TradingView, like how I chart. The link's in the description as well. And set up your exchanges. That's really important. Otherwise, you'll never get started. And you've got to have the right tools in order to do this. So looking at ChainX, let's open up their website as well. And whilst that's opening up, what we'll do is we'll just carry on having a flick here. 54% circulating supply. Okay, not too bad. Volume low side, market cap extremely low. This is the kind of project where you can get wrecked or you can get a massive return. And make Bitcoin more valuable. Chainx, the earliest launch project in Polkadot ecosystem. Okay, interesting. Are they one of the most likely? Are they one of them that are in the run to win the parachains? That'd be interesting. I'm bullish anything in the Polkadot space, anything which is likely to win one of the parachains in November, December. I think they can have a great run in November, December. So definitely one I'll be taking a look at is ChainX. Thank you for that. The other one I'd be looking at, guys, is Kadena. For those of you who haven't looked into Kadena, you definitely want to check out Kadena. This is one I've been looking at. Again, smaller market cap, bit more of a risk, but they're playing another proof of work platform. So we're hearing a lot about proof of stake, Cardano, a lot of other platforms. Ethereum's moving across to proof of stake, but Kadena are coming out and saying, no, there's nothing wrong with proof of stake. Oh, well, look at that. I wish I should have bought yesterday then. Another 17% up on Kadena. So this is one I'm watching. And one that I think has a lot of potential, and I've kind of missed some of this run now, which is great. So I'll be waiting for a bit of a cool down here on Kadena before I enter in. The founding team includes some of the people that built the blockchain technology at JP Morgan and the JPM coin. So it's a good founding team, and definitely one which I would put onto your radars is Kadena. Thank you for watching, guys. Please do hit up that like button. Let's get us to 30 likes, guys. That's always the resistance points for these videos for some reason. And we've not managed to break that resistance. So let's see if we can. That'll be much appreciated. Are you into Hoodie? Never heard about it, Linko. If you want to go into the Discord, drop it there and we can take a look at it. Vroom, can we do a fundamental analysis of XPR Proton? Potentially drop it into the Discord with your research on it and why you think it's good, and I'll take a look if it looks interesting. SEC will not approve leverage Bitcoin ETF report, and the report comes 2 days after Valkyrie Investments field to offer 1.25x. Good. And I always said, guys, if you haven't watched my video, the Bitcoin futures ETF is a dangerous thing. I know it's good for crypto, more people can be interested, but it takes away, if you haven't watched my video, type it in, why my honest opinions on the ETF. I think that's what it's called. One is, look, it takes away interest from people buying the spot Bitcoin, right? So it's a very clever way to get people to trade paper instead of trading the actual Bitcoin, which prevents the price from going up. And then the other issue I have is it then sets up a whole bunch of other derivatives being created, like these kind of things, leverage Bitcoin. Why do we need more leverage in the market, right? This is how you created the financial collapse in the first place, and you're using your same old tricks to collapse our new financial system, which we've just built for the last 12, 13 years. So we can't fall for this, guys, and they're just using the same old tricks to mess us up again. Alameda Research pumps 75 million funding into Voyager. Congrats if you're invested into Voyager, which is one of the exchanges. I know a few people are in the YouTube space. Jeremy from Financial Education is. Crypto miners are stockpiling Bitcoin amid recent rally. Kraken says NFT ticketing gets boost with mobile app from Yellowheart. What else do we have here? Binance hires former GE exec. Yeah, Binance needs to get out of this regulatory mess, or it's going to be difficult for Binance. Let's go back into the charts. Let's see what else we have moving. Let's see how Shiba's doing, because we did check in at the beginning of this stream. Shiba's down 6%. It'll be interesting to see whether Shiba revives now, because had a big wick down. The dip's been bought quite comfortably, so the Shiba army's still there. Let's head over to the hourly. No, they're not sleeping. And you can see we're just creating this consolidation pattern. Probably in the next couple of hourly candles, we'll get a decision on which way are we breaking out. We're going to break out to the downside, or we're going to head to the upside. It's going to be very interesting for Sheeb. Najib, can we look at Matic? We did look at Matic. Matic had a nice breakout on the cup and handle pattern. My trade is doing very nicely on Matic. And you can start scaling your position up. Not financial advice, but we've got a clean breakout from this cup and handle pattern. If I come out onto the daily, you'll be able to see how nice this cup and handle pattern is. I mean, we've been monitoring this for ages, guys, and this is how a trade plays out. Patience. It's not what some other YouTubers want you to think, right? You have to be very patient in this game. We built the pattern, we saw the pattern, we observed it, waited for an entry point, scaled in. It could still come back down to retest, right? But I'm prepared. So if we head on higher, I'll continue to scale out my position, right? If it comes down, if it wants to retest, that's fine. I can scale up on the neckline, and as we get a bounce, I can ride it to the upside. So it's not as easy as people want to make out. Trading is difficult, which is why for the majority of people, I recommend buying and hodling. Keep it simple. Dollar cost average, hodl, build your positions out. Okay. Now, one thing, the volume's good on Matic, which I like. These are good volume candles here on the breakout. RSI is a little bit high, but that's okay when you're getting a breakout, because that's what the momentum you need to break through resistances. Lenko, can you make a video about how to read candles? Yes, Lenko, I've been considering making a course about trading fundamentals. Let me know in the Discord if that will be of interest to you guys. It would have to be a paid course because I'd have to take time to make all these videos, and it would take hours and hours of my time. But would that be useful to the community? I'm not sure if it's going to be a good use of my time, but I would love to do that as a service to the community to really help people out, because I think a lot of this is not taught in a clear and effective manner, and we've got more and more people coming into the crypto space every day, and we've got to show them how to use these platforms. That's really important. Guys, we've got 34 concurrent viewers right now. Please, can we smash up that like button? Please, can we hit that like button? So everybody hit that like button, subscribe, bell notification on, exactly what it says in that corner there, and let's carry on with this live stream. So yeah, head into the Discord and let's set up a channel discussing that around some sort of course. So we have to be like some sort of a teachable course. I can go through candle patterns, how to read candles, how to set your resistances, your supports, cup and handle patterns, Fibonacci lines, exponential moving averages. There's a lot of things we can cover off in that course, and you can have it as a resource, which you can use it as a library, right? You can go to it whenever you need to. We can definitely do that. Paul Min, is it completely illegal to use Binance in the UK? No, it's not completely illegal. What they've done is you can't trade futures, derivatives, okay? And futures are a type of derivatives. You can buy the commodities, right? You can buy the actual cryptos, but you don't have an on-ramp to take your dollars onto there. So your pounds onto there if you're in the UK. So Paul, definitely check out the links below, because I use Swissborg. You can use Coinbase as well. Check out the links below to get those set up for you. And then what you can do is from Coinbase or Swissborg or BlockFi, you can then transfer your crypto using the QR codes into Binance and then buy the coins which are on Binance. Bit of a pain, but people who are willing to go through that pain will end up making the returns on those coins, right? Because people aren't willing to take those extra few steps. Some of my best buys, I mean, Shiba, I was buying it before it was listed on any exchanges. I had to go through some random exchange to kind of pick it up. So that's why you got to be a bit smart in that, Paul. So check out the links in my description. Sign up for Swissborg and BlockFi and Coinbase, and then that way you've got all the different options there for you to purchase. It doesn't take long to do. It was worth doing for me. It was a bit of a pain when Binance stopped the UK onboarding, but it's good because it helped me find other ways to ramp my money across. Ayush says, yes, that would be really informative. Ayush, Lenko, start that conversation in the Discord, and let's I'll create a separate channel where we can discuss that. and see if people are willing to do it, willing to buy such a course. If they are, then we can set up a course. We can do like a teachable. I can do a teachables course where I teach all these different patterns, and maybe we can do a live stream just for members where we can ask questions about technical analysis and trading patterns. Okay, let's look at Luna. We want to look at Luna, no problem. So another layer 1 solution doing well. I like Luna. I'm a big fan of Luna. Luna's got one of the most beautiful patterns on the chart. I mean, you can see here, we've just been channeling and we've not had any issues whatsoever. Kind of trying to come back down here. A good bounce here after the dump by Bitcoin. And now for Luna, think about it. If you can ride this chart pattern, I mean, if we were to extend this line here, guys, let's do this. So let's take the top of this wedge here, guys. And let's extend that out slightly. We can even adjust it a bit to this candle here. Now, if you were to trade this from where we are now to about the top of the wedge, you can get a 50% move just from here to the top of the wedge, right? So if we get a clean bounce up from here, you've got a nice move to the wedge. And if you break out from the wedge, your measured move is taking you to 76 on your Luna, which happens to tie in with my Fibonacci target of 76. So you can get almost, you know, from where we are now up to the price target. If you were to trade that all the way to our price target, you're looking at 91% return on your money on a simple trade here on Luna. Average Joe Crypto, thank you for stopping by and showing some love. Really appreciate that, dude. Joe was the first person we collab with on the channel. And Joe has a great channel as well. So do go check out his channel and show him some love. Tell him that we sent you. Joe has a really fun channel, has a fun way of live streaming. And he's just a cool guy, man. He's a completely cool guy from the other side of the pond. And really enjoy it. And if you want to see Joe back on this channel, let us know so we can smash up the likes and let me know that you want to see Joe back for another collaboration. Kyle. So Kyle's saying, can you explain why Shiba is doing well and all altcoins are going down? Because this is peak FOMO right now, guys. So if those of you remember at the time when Bitcoin first reached its high, you had a situation where, let's go to the weekly. You had a situation where Bitcoin was really up top. Now, when things are at the top, when we first got to, you know, the 64,000 level up here, what happened was your fear and greed index is really high. People are FOMOing in, they're hearing about this Bitcoin, they've never been involved in crypto before, and they go, oh, I need to make some money, there's this Bitcoin thing, and they go download these apps and they start setting themselves up, and before you know it, their friend tells them, oh, look at Dogecoin has just turned someone into a millionaire overnight, and the news articles start posting it, CNBC, Fox News, Yahoo News, they'll start posting about these things, and then people start FOMOing in. Now, when you miss out on the Doge craze, everyone is looking for the next one. And that's why I bought Shiba back then, because I knew Shiba was the one. I even remember messaging my friend telling him buy some Shiba because this is going to be the next one, right? And it's obvious. And now right now, because Shiba's had its run, people are already starting to find the next best one. Just in the last couple of hours, SafeMoon was trending on Twitter, and also you had Floki trending on Twitter. So they're going to have a battle now to see which one is the next meme coin. That's just how it is. And it's often a sign that we're heading towards the top of the market. That's what's got me fearful right now. Is I want the longs to get wrecked. I know it's horrible, but I've warned you all enough. Don't be trading with high leverage. I want them to get wrecked. I want the leverage to come out of the system. I want those who are just trading meme coins to really understand the risk that they're taking, and then the market can head higher, right? In this state, it's not sustainable when you've got fear. Right now, Coinbase is more downloaded than TikTok and YouTube and Instagram, right? People are just downloading Coinbase and buying Shiba because they've seen that it's gone 20,000% up, and that's not sustainable. Hope that answers your question, Kyle. Paul Min, thanks, dude. Also, do the fundamentals for COTI not worry you at all? Coin Bureau's video on COTI didn't convince me. Look, I love Coin Bureau's channel, but he has an agenda as well, guys. You can't expect him not to. At the size channel of his, when he's getting various sponsors and people in his ear, he doesn't like Card. He never liked ADA that much, and he doesn't like COTI that much as well. There were so many fundamental inaccuracies in his video. I was going to do a response video, but I don't want to come across as bitter or attacking him. It's not my style, so I thought it is what it is. If people want to research, the inaccuracies, even the number of validators he was wrong about, he talked about there not being enough downloads on the app. A lot of people use the web app and not the phone app. It's just, he was just nitpicking, and it's just the angle that he chooses to take on COTI. For me, like I've said time and time again, my belief in COTI, and I could be wrong by this, yeah? COTI is a low market cap, high risk play, and I could be completely wrong, and that's why I've only allocated a portion of my portfolio I can afford to risk. But I ride my COTI risk on ADA because of that partnership. That's where my slight conviction came into COTI. And the portion I have in COTI is a very small percentage of that portion of the funds I've allocated for Cardano, which is a small portion of the funds I've allocated for the rest of my crypto portfolio. So yeah, that's what we're seeing in terms of COTI. Dabis says, what's your thoughts on Elon as the next Sheeb-like coin? We won't know, Dabis. We're going to have to, in order to do these kind of things, I'll give you a trick, guys. So if you head over to trends.google.com. Yep, Amir, so many meme coins pumping has made me question the industry. Mind-boggling. Absolutely agree with you. It's a crazy time right now. When this happens, you've got to be cautious. Take off your leverage positions, be in your favorite high conviction plays, and get ready for a little bit of a winter. Even though I think we're heading higher now, hopefully that shakeout was the one we needed. It just shook up the market a little bit. Hopefully we can head higher. We've still got room, which I'm going to come on to shortly as well. But let me just address this in terms of the meme coins. If you're looking for a meme coin, you can easily type in Shiba, and you can do this for Elon, you can do this for Floki, you can do this for different terms. And what you want to do is, when you go here, set the region to worldwide and take a look at the popular. And you can see here, we've now gone above. So this is when we were talking about it before. And this is where, if you picked it up like I did, you would have done really well, because people were looking for Shiba. This was at the time Doge was doing its crazy thing. And now it's just come into popularity again. Now you can even then compare that to something like Floki. And you can see that Floki has nothing compared to Shiba, right? But it doesn't mean that it couldn't be the next one. So what you could do is you can check Floki versus Elon. Is hard because nobody's searching Elon, but you can do Floki versus SafeMoon, and you can check which one has. Oh, come on, Google. And you can see here, SafeMoon had that bump, but now they're pretty much neck and neck. So these are the kind of things you can keep an eye on. It's all about sentiment. You have to look on social media, see what's trending, what's doing well, and that's how you can find some of these meme coins if you're interested. Please only invest what you're willing to lose in meme coins. It should be a tiny proportion of your portfolio. A tiny proportion of your portfolio. By that, I mean not even 1%. Can you check FTX? Yes, I actually bought some FTX today. Good question. Thank you for reminding me. I bought a little bit more FTX. I like it. I like FTX. FTT token. We should definitely keep it on our list here for our live streams. And it's a good coin. I think it's got a lot of potential. I think right now, the narrative is not around this space, which is why you're getting suppressed pricing. And I think it's a good time to be picking this up. I can see a lot of upside in FTT. I think if we look at the market cap, I can even see them flipping Binance in time. The ads, like you said, they bought the ad for the Super Bowl. They've got a lot of the ads in Dubai for the Cricket World Cup, T20 World Cup. And if you look at Binance Coin, they're sitting at 81 billion, right? So if they're sitting at 81 billion in market cap, let's compare this to FTT, which we know is backed by Sam Bankman-Fried, the team at Alameda Research. They're doing some amazing things. And their market cap is only 7 billion. So at least a 10x, and that doesn't even flip Binance, right? So we could easily be seeing a $600 FTX token. So definitely one I'm bullish on. If you want me to do a separate video on FTX in terms of fundamentals and technicals, let me know either here or in the Discord, and we can definitely get that arranged for you guys. Let us know. Guys, we've got 30 viewers here. Please can we smash up the like button? I don't believe everybody's hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Show some love. I'd really, really appreciate if you could do that. And let me know what coins you want to look at. We've had 213 people hopping in and out of this live stream. It's always challenging live streaming when you're a new channel because obviously you've not got that many people in the room. So if you guys can really support the community, really hit that like button, it will just help YouTube show this to more people, and that will really help support the channel. So if you can do whatever that says, wherever it is over there, follow that animation, show some love, I'd really, really appreciate that. Kyle says, yes, please. He'd like to see a further breakdown on FTX. I'll try to do that if we have enough demand for that, Kyle. Anybody else? Any other questions? Put your questions in the chat and we'll take a look at those. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you guys before heading off is the following. And I shared this in my video earlier on today, but Plan B shared this weekly view of Bitcoin. And the important thing to notice here is the RSI level. Now, you know when RSI is above 70, it means Bitcoin is overbought, sorry, okay? Now, if you look at the last time it was over 70 here, look at this run in 2013. First half of 2013, it went above again in the back end of 2013, boom. Fast forward 4 years on, so it didn't cross over for 4 years. Fast forward 4 years on, we then get to the 2017 cycle, and we have a massive run, again, massive run, again, massive run. Look how often it was over 70 on the RSI, right? And then if you look at the beginning of this year, again 4 years on, you get a massive run. And can we now get above 70 now? So the little pump we had just to get us back to new all-time highs was not enough. It shows that there's plenty of more gas in the tank. There's plenty more room for us to go and head higher. And that's what we want to take a look at. So this is really important for us to monitor, is if the Bitcoin can really start moving forward, RSI can now go into this space where we were, and really start redlining, then we can get some solid pumps on Bitcoin. So that's something I'll want to be looking out for. A few other things to mention is you've got Atom up 7%, you've got Decentraland up 8%, you've got Engine up 11%, and overall doing pretty well. Market's doing all right today. Given the little dump, we've had Moon River go up 14%, guys. For those of you watching Moon River, really important play in terms of the parachain space, but it's just so new. We need to find a sensible price in order to get into this. So we've been doing some work in the Discord looking at this and trying to see what price point can we get in. This would have been a good buy in hindsight, but I didn't manage to pick it up. We drew this trend line and got a perfect bounce off of it. So the question now is it going to respect this trend line? Will it come back down? Can we get it at about 275 again? We'll keep an eye on it. We may never get it back at that level. So whenever you have a new coin like this, just nibble. If you like it and you like the project from a fundamental perspective, nibble on it. This is the same advice I give a lot of people when they want to buy IPO companies. When the company is just newly IPO'd, you don't know where the price is going to settle. So you have no price history. You don't have any price action to go off of. So just nibble. Don't buy heavy positions and panic. Any other question, guys? 37 recurrent viewers. Thank you for every single one of you for joining. Here we're on a mission to helping you guys become pragmatic and sustainable investors, right? We want to create the next generation of crypto investors and traders who are building wealth through crypto. So if you like that mission, please hit the like button, support this effort. Smash the videos, comment any questions you have in the space, and I'll try to answer those for you guys. Let's take a look at, should we take a look at DeFi Llama? Let's do that. So DeFi Llama is important because this helps you understand how much total value is locked. So this is your first time seeing this. This is listing each chain, each blockchain, and showing you how much value is locked in their DeFi projects, okay? So you can see Ethereum is the clear leader here, and really heading from strength to strength here and trading at a 3 times multiple of its total market cap locked. And then you can see it's Binance, Solana sitting I mean, look at this. Just look how far off. You can add these guys up and it still doesn't add up to Ethereum. So anybody who's saying like they're an Ethereum killer, I get it. You can be ambitious and be an Ethereum killer. But at this point, it's like saying you're a Tesla killer, right? It's like I'm invested in Lucid, which I'm posting a video about shortly as well, which is doing amazing. But you can't say you're a Tesla killer. You're not. You're not even in the same league. You just happen to be doing the same thing, right? So that's the important thing. As much as I'm invested in Solana or a Phantom or a Polygon, you're not in Ethereum's league just yet. You can be, in the next 12 months, you can be, because we've seen Ethereum grow as well, but we can't say we're there yet. Kyle, what's your views on Hollow? I looked at it, but it kind of didn't really stick with me. I was taking a look at it the other day. I know it's pumping, but it's not something that stuck with me. So, yeah, not too many thoughts on that one. Guys, please smash up the like buttons. We're nearly at 40, which would be amazing if we get to 40 before we end this stream. Please do smash up that like button. Click into the Discord. I'm going to leave the link to the Discord again. It should be pinned at the top. If it's not, I'm going to try that again. And then you guys head into my Discord. It's a new Discord server. We've got a bunch of you guys already in there. And you can ask all your favorite cryptos, post your charts, ask questions, and the community and myself will help you answer those questions. As always. Just as a reminder, guys, if you've not signed up for your crypto exchanges, please make sure you do. You've got $10 in free Bitcoin on Coinbase when you buy or sell $100. Links in the description. You've also got, what else have we got? We've got some other deals as well, haven't we? I don't know what other deals we got. We've got BlockFi in the link. Oh yeah, that was it. We got BlockFi in the link, and then we've got Coinbase as well. So do go check those out, guys, if you're interested. On BlockFi, you're getting in BlockFi, you're getting $10 when you fund $100. You can even take that out afterwards. And for Swissborg, that's probably the best one. If you head over to Swissborg, if you just deposit 50 euros, you're going to get a scratch card worth up to 100 euros. So do go and check that out, guys. Kyle, thank you so much. He says, very enjoyable vids and live streams. Def recommend your channel to my friends in group chat. Thank you so much, guys. It's a small channel. I know it's a weird one because we were talking about this yesterday. Like, I know this from my behavior. It's a hard one because you're not really going to share these videos. Like, if you're watching something on TikTok and it's funny, or a sports video, you can go share it with your friends and family, but people don't really share crypto videos, so it's very hard to grow a community and a channel. So anything you can do to support anybody who you know is interested in crypto, or you've seen them kind of trade Shiba and you can see they're going down a dangerous path, send them my way and we'll take care of them here in this community. Or likewise, if you know anybody that wants to collab on this channel, similar to how we did a collab with Average Joe, definitely recommend them to me, get them to reach out in the Discord, and we can do a collaboration. So if you have any ideas, but more importantly, contacts with anybody in the crypto space, let's bring them on. If you know anybody working on any interesting projects or have launched their own coins, please do the intros. Let's get them on this channel and let's take a look. Sudipta, can we look at Curve token? Yes, didn't Curve, who had the hack yesterday? Was it Curve? Nice. Seems to be doing well. Curve, pretty sure, yeah, if we look at their total value locked, we should be able to get a good idea of what Curve's doing. Thank you, guys. We're on 38 likes. Just 2 more likes, and I will stop bugging you out. Yep, so Curve Finance there, you can see total value lock's growing really nicely. I think we had an issue with a hack, didn't we? Let's take a look. Yep. Hackers steal 600 million, biggest in DeFi. Oh, no, that was the Poly network. But when was the Curve hack? If somebody knows, drop that in the description. I haven't got time to look at that now, but I'll look into that because I'm pretty sure there was a hack on Curve. But either way, like all these hacks, like it's just a bunch of FUD, right? At the end of the day, majority of these hacks, and we discussed this in the Discord yesterday, didn't we, guys? The majority of the hacks, the money gets returned because nobody can take that money back out into fiat without getting tracked. So a lot of FUD, again, mainstream media posting out there to say, oh, look, somebody got hacked for 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. Well, how much of that was actually spent? And how much money in fiat currency is stolen every single day by institutions and hedge funds and bankers, which we never know about. At least we know about it in the crypto space. So, yeah, don't listen to any of that nonsense, guys. Right, guys, we're going to wrap this live stream up in the next few minutes. If you've got your last few questions, please post your last few questions. We'll cover them off. If I don't manage to cover up your question, please do head over into our free Discord. I've pinned the link to the top. Don't forget to check out the links in the description to Coinbase, BlockFi, and the rest. Swissborg, definitely sign up to all of those. You don't lose anything. Just deposit some money and then take it back out and you get your free rewards. But I think you should have all those apps set up. I've been in the position where I've wanted to buy a coin urgently because I know that some news is coming out or something's going on, and then I've not got the right app set up. And then they want to do know your customer. It takes time to get set up. There you go. Ayush, it was Cream. I'm just getting my wires crossed. It was Cream. It was Cream who got hacked yesterday. Do we have any update on Cream? Did the money get returned? It'd be interesting to find out. Amit, we covered the Matic price prediction. We'll take a look at that again for you before going. But in essence, Matic can get to $2.80. I'm going to show you how on the move from the cup and handle pattern. So if I show you, if we head into Matic on the daily chart, you can see we're forming a lovely cup and handle pattern. And the price target takes you to $2.80. Okay, we've got a confirmed breakout now. My trade is open. If it comes back down to test the neckline, I'll add a little bit more on the bounce. But if it continues to go higher, I'll scale in a bigger position in there. Kyle, no worries, buddy. See you in the next one as well. We'll try to stream every single day. In the meantime, if you can't get enough of me, turn the bell icon on so you can see the rest of my 25 videos a day. Ashwin, yeah, Matic, like I said, I've just opened my trade on Matic. So for those of you asking if Matic is a buy now, I'm trading it on the short term. For the long term, it's always been a buy for me, right? If you watch my altcoin video, which again, I linked in the chat here, Matic is a buy for me. Guys, thank you so much. We've just hit 40 likes, which is a big milestone for us here during the stream. So thank you very much for hitting us 40 likes. If you're watching this as a replay and this is not on 50 likes, shame on you. Shame on you guys. Cool. So we'll wrap that up, guys. Overall, the market's looking pretty good. No complaints whatsoever in terms of the market. Bitcoin's looking pretty healthy, which is great. Sitting at 61,000 now. Doesn't seem to be doing much more of a shakeout, which is fantastic. All coins are recovering some of the losses from yesterday. My Matic trade is doing fine. Algorand's bounced back another 4%. Got an Algorand and COTI video coming very shortly after this stream. And then later on today, I'll post my Phantom fundamental video. That's the one you don't want to miss, guys. Make sure you go smash up the like button on the video. Share it with as many people as you can because the fundamentals on Phantom are crazy. And I think now's a great time when everyone's panicking and saying, oh, look, the developer conference was a flop, to remind ourselves of what's our longer term price target on Phantom. Thanks for jumping onto this live stream, guys. Really appreciate you guys being here.